Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be showing you how you can view other players profile using Google Play game services in Godot game engine by creating an Android plugin. So let's get started. Few things first. I'm using Godot 4.5.1, which is the latest at the time of me recording this video, and I'm using Android Studio Otter, which is again the latest at the time of me recording this video. And based on this particular documentation, I have just created one cheat sheet. So instead of referring the documentation, I refer this cheat sheet, so don't get confused. And also you would require a paid Google Play game service, Google Play account. Okay, so Google Play console account. So yeah, make sure you have already have a Google Play console account, otherwise you won't be able to test this application. So yeah, let's hop on to. Alright, so I'm on inside my Google Play console, and here you just need to click on create app. Okay, so then you can give it some name. I'll just name it as travel sphere, anything whatever comes to your mind, but be consistent with your name. So whatever is your production name. Here you need to select game, here you need to select free, here you need to just confirm this and just click on create app. Let's just wait for a second. In the meantime, what you can do is just create an Android project. So here you can see I have already created the project. So if you are doing this for the first time, you just click on new project inside your Android Studio, click empty activity, click on next, and here I have selected min SDK as 26. Select the location where you want to save it, give it some name, and make sure language is Kotlin. So here you can see I'm just selected Kotlin DSL and click on finish. Now it will take a bit of time for you to like for the Gradle syncing and all that stuff to happen. So make sure you be patient, and once Gradle syncing is finished, you should see something like this Android folder and this app and Gradle scripts folder. Okay, and once you have this Gradle scripts folder, you can just once the Gradle syncing is finished, if you don't see this, you just can click on this Android drop down. And then you can just next step I'll explain you guys later. Let's move on to Google Play console again, and here you need to go to grow users, go to play game services, go to setup and management, click on configuration, and here click on create new game play game services project, click on create new cloud project. Here click on go to Google Cloud Console. Okay, and you should see something like this. Now the Google account should be the same which you are using for Google Play console, otherwise you will get access denied, something like that. So here again I'll just give it the same name, travel sphere. You can give it whatever name you feel like. I'll just click on create. Okay, and here then I'll just click on this three dots, click on API and services, click on OAuth consent screen, and let's just wait. Okay, I think, oh sorry, so here you can see this is a this mistake. You can easily do this mistake. I have selected the wrong project. So the thing with Google Cloud Console is whenever you create a new project, it does not select automatically that default project. It selects some random project like some previous project. So I'll just go back to travel sphere. So here you should see something like this. Then you can just select on client. Okay, just click on get started, and here you can give it some name. So I'll just give it as travel sphere. Okay, and now I will just select my support email ID. So this is my primary email address, so I won't show it to you. Make sure you just click on this drop down and select your email ID. Alright, so once you click on next, here inside audience you can click on external, and again you can click on next, and here you can give it some email address. So you can either give the same email address which you selected in first step, or give it some different email address. Okay, I'll just use this one which I use for all my contacts. Just click on next, click on agree, click on continue, click on create. Okay, so this is done. Now let's see what's the next step which we need to do is we need to go to clients. Here you need to click on create client, and here inside application type select web application, and here just click on create, click on OK. Okay, we don't require all these details. Now the other important thing is you need to create a project using Godot game engine. So I have already created one project using Godot game engine. So make sure you do that first, because we require the SHA-1 certificate. That's why we need to do this. Alright, so over here what you need to do is, you basically, once you create a Godot game engine project, you just need to go to project, go to install Android build template, and here I have already installed the Android build template. So you will see a download button first. If you haven't installed it, then you have to install it again. So make sure you download and install it. So I have already installed it. So once installed, you should see this Android folder being created for you. Then go to project set, not project, sorry, project. Then you need to go to export, then click on add, click on Android. As you can see, I've already added it. Then here at the bottom you will see some red line, and it will show you one button as well. Now this thing, this button differs on what version of Godot you are using. So if you are using below 4.5, then you just have to click on that fix import button and things will get resolved. Otherwise you will have, it will show you something like, I'll just quickly show it to you. Once you click on that button, you will navigate to this particular thing. So I have noted it down. So something like this, you will navigate to something like this, and here you need to make sure you check this particular checkbox. This is from Godot 4.5. Again, this step might change a little bit in future versions of Godot as well. So just click on export. Once that is done, you will select use Gradle build, and here you need to check set the minimum SDK is 26. By default it is 24, because our library version is using minimum. Android project which we created is using version 26 as minimum. That's why this should be 26 as well. And here I don't know what architecture my Android device is running on, so I have selected all 4 of this. But the important thing is here inside unique name, so you need to give it some com.coding with nobody. Like this is my package name, right? You should give your own package name, and this is my app name, Travel Spear. So this is what I am giving. So yeah, make sure you use your own thing. Now I am not using a release APK when I will be running the application, right? So like at least for Mac OS, when you install Android Studio, there is a debug APK already present. I'm not sure about Windows, maybe you can Google it a little bit. I know a lot of people use Windows for game development, but I am more comfortable on Mac. So yeah, then you just need to click on create client. Hopefully you have made a note of the package name which you have just created inside a Godot game engine. Just select Android, and here you need to paste the package name. This package name should be from Godot game engine and not from your Android project. The Android project package name can be anything. Now how to generate the SHA-1 certificate? It's quite easy. So all you need to do is just run this particular command. Now like I said, this is for debug APK which we are using. I have not created a release APK. If you have created a release APK, you need to change this value to release.keystore, change this value to release alias name, release store password, and release key password as well. Okay, so I'll just run this. So this is my SHA-1. I'll just copy this. Hopefully it works. This SHA-1 thing gives a lot of headache, that's for sure. So I'll just paste it over here. Okay, and I'll just click on create. Alright, I'll just click on OK. Then let's come over here, click on done, and here you can just select our project. So our project name was Travel Spear, right? So here you can see. If you're not able to see it, just click on refresh cloud project or wait for a few minutes, then click on use. Then you need to click on create credentials, and here you need to click on add credentials. Then you need to select Android. You should enable anti-piracy for production purposes, and here inside Android client, select that, click on save changes. Okay, then let's just go back. Then again click on add credential, and here again I'll just click on refresh OAuth client. Oh sorry, I need to select game server over here and click on refresh OAuth client, and here you need to select web client and click on save changes. Then let's just go back again. Then publish your project. Now here we are missing few steps, so just click on this description. So you would require a game icon as well. So for description I'll just write the same thing, game category, I don't know, action. All right, and here you require a game icon. So I've generated a game icon using Google Gemini, but yeah, you can generate your own thing. So it should be 512 by 512. So I'll just resize it. I don't know if it is 512, so I'll just go to the tools, edit size, just unselect this. Okay, tools, adjust size. Okay, I'll save it. Then I'll just select this. Let's select this app icon. Okay, and for feature graphic also I've generated. If you don't know what feature graphic is, just Google generate feature graphic. There are already tools available for that. Okay, I'm getting some error. 512 by 500. Is it not 512 by 512? Tools, adjust size. Okay, I messed it up. Should be 512. Save. Click on upload. Select this, open. Let's just wait till this gets uploaded. Okay, then click on save changes. Then okay, let's just go back, and here you can just click on review and publish, and then just click on publish game project. Okay, so it has been published. Now just to make it clear that whenever you are viewing other players profile, you require the player ID. And how will you get the player ID? Whenever a player signs in using Google Play game services, it gives you the player ID. That player ID you need to store it on your own server. So I'm not covering that part of storing your player ID on your own server. So for now I'm just hard coding the player ID of my other account which I already received when I sign in into my app using Google Play game services. So do make a note of that. You need to store it on your own server if you because you require the player ID. All right. Now let's go back to Android project. So first you need to you will not have this my library folder, right? So you just need to right click, new, module, Android library, and here you can name it whatever you feel like. I have named it as my library. Epic minimum SDK 26 is fine, and just click on finish. And it again, Gradle syncing will take a bit of time. Once that is done, just go to my library, go to Kotlin plus Java, and here inside this first folder you need to create this Kotlin file. To create a Kotlin file, right click, new, Kotlin class file, and name it as Godot Android plugin. So this is the file. Now these are all the imports which I am using. It extends from Godot plugin. This is the plugin name. Now do remember, you can name it whatever you feel like. Do remember this name because this name will be used in lot other places as well. Then here is our game sign in client. Okay, and here we have this on Godot setup completed. So as soon as the plugin is initialized, I want to do few things. So firstly, I want to initialize the play game SDK, and I want to initialize the game sign in client, and I want to check whether we can immediately sign in the user as well. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Sometimes it doesn't really signs us in, but for that I have different method created as well. So here you can see is authenticated, add a complete listener. If sign in is successful, then we do play games dot get player client, get our activity, get our current player, add a complete listener as well. And if task is successful, here you can see you get the player ID. Once you get the player ID, you can either send it back to Godot side and then store it on your server, or call an API call, or do an API call from the native Android project itself. So it's completely up to you how you want to handle it. Okay, yeah, that's it. And you are getting some other details. If you want, you can get those details as well. All right, and then here we have a toast.make text activity as well. Then here is our login method. Now this login code is exactly what we have written above. So if you want to write a reusable function as well, you can do that. So again, game sign in client dot sign in, add a complete listener. So same theme, same exactly the same. Okay. Yeah, and then here we are annotating this method with @ used by Godot, so that GD script is aware about it. Now this another method, view other player, takes a player ID, okay, which we will set from GD script side, and we just have to do play games dot get player client, get compare profile intent, passing the player ID. We add a success listener as well as a failure listener, and if it is success, we just start our activity for result. And inside on main activity result, if this is the request code, Then if you want to use this data, you can use it, but basically in our case it will display a new screen. The screen will be automatically created from Google Play Game Services. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, then you need to go to manifest, android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this application tag. So first, this I have copied it from documentation. Now the important thing is this should be your plugin name. In case you forgot, here is your plugin name, this is your plugin name, so make sure you write it over here, and this is your package name. Okay, so make sure you copy your own package name, whatever you see over here, make sure you copy it over here, and this is the Kotlin file name. And you need to add one more metadata tag for Google Play Game Services, and here this particular value you will get from this project ID from Google Play console. So just copy it and paste it over here. Once that is done, you need to go to the project drop down, and inside my library you need to create this folder called export underscore scripts underscore template. To create a folder, just right click, new directory, give name export scripts template. Then inside this we need to create these two files. So to create these files, again right click, new file, name it as export underscore plugin.gd and plugin.cfg. Now inside plugin.cfg, I have copy pasted this code from the documentation. Only thing which you need to be aware of about is this should be your plugin name. Rest change the description author to whatever you feel like. Then here we have this export underscore plugin.gd. Again this I have copied it from the documentation. Important thing is this should be your plugin name. Okay, rest everything is copied from docs, and you need to add one more method called get android dependency, because we have added one more dependency inside our build.gradle. Okay, sorry, I completely forgot to show you the build.gradle, right? So you might be getting a lot of errors, sorry about that. So first you just copy this particular bit of thing. Okay, so make sure you copy this and copy this. Next you just go to the Android drop down again, and here go to Gradle scripts, and here you need to open the build.gradle.kts of my library, and here you need to add 2 lines. So this depends, so whatever version of Godot you are using, make sure you use the same version over here. And here we are using Google Play Game Services version 2 21.0.0. so make sure you just, if you are using some higher version, make sure you update that higher version over here as well. And you will see a sync now button over here. As soon as you make some changes inside build.gradle, make sure you click on that sync now button, and all your errors should get resolved. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, I should have shown you at the very start. But yeah, I think that should be it. Next, what you need to do is you just need to cd to your Android project. So if I quickly go to, so this is my Android project, right? So I'll just go to my Android project, I'll clear everything out, and you need to run this particular command. Where is that command? So this command /gradlew assemble. So just copy it and paste it over here. In the meantime, let's come back to our Godot project. And inside our Godot project, I have kept things simple. I have just created 2 buttons inside our node, and here I have attached one script to this as well. And here is in that script, firstly this should be your plugin name. Inside the ready, we initialize our plugin as well, and here I have attached the 2 signals from our button. So just go to node, allow this press signal attached to the script, same for this as well. Okay, so here if Android plugin, here I'm just checking if Android plugins is initialized, then call login, and for second here I'm calling view other player, and this is the player ID. Make sure you pass your the player ID of the player whose profile you want to view. Like I said, you need to show the player ID on your own server. You should not hardcode like this. Then what you need to do is, now you need to create this add-ons folder. If you want, you can create from the Godot game engine. I am more comfortable doing it from file explorer. So just go to your Godot project, create a folder called add-ons. I'll just open one more window because I want to show you guys a couple of things, and here I'll just go to Android project. So yeah, let's come back to Godot project, add-ons, create a folder with your plugin name. Then here create a folder called bin, and then you need to copy these 2 files which we created inside our Android project, right? So just go to your Android project, my library, export scripts template, copy these 2 files, paste it over here. This .uid file is created automatically by Godot game engine for indexing purposes, so ignore that. Then go to bin, and inside bin you need to create 2 folders, debug and release. Now inside the debug folder, let's come back to terminal. Here you can see the build was successful. So what you need to do is, if you go to your library, build, output, AR, here you should see 2 AR files being generated. So you need to copy the debug AR file to the debug folder and release AR file to the release folder. Now this was from my previous debugging. So what you need to do, I'll just rename it over here itself, and I'll just copy it over here. Okay, and same for release. Again, I'll just copy this name so that I don't have to type it out manually, and I'll replace it. So whatever is your plugin name dash debug or dash release.ar. okay, then you need to go, if you are getting some kind of an error, that means over here, then definitely you did some indentation mistake in this particular file. So do make sure you have proper indentation in this file. Then you need to go to project settings, go to plugins, and make sure you check this particular checkbox as well. So yeah, I think that should be it. Let me quickly run the application and show you guys the output. Hopefully it runs. If there is some issue, then it definitely has to be the SHA-1 certificate issue. Okay, so the project is building. If you want to fast forward it, you can fast forward it as well. And I'm using the mirroring device from Android Studio, mirroring feature, sorry. So let's just wait for this to finish. And what will happen is that as soon as you see the Godot splash screen, if the user is already logged in, the login toast message will be immediately shown to the user. Okay, so sometimes even before this Node 2D screen is visible, you see that particular what do you say, the pop-up from Google Play Game Services. Because if you remember, I'll just quickly show it to you. Okay, we don't see the pop-up. Okay, so here you can see it is telling me to set up the account. I don't know why, because I already have this account. Maybe it is a new game, that's why. So here you will see something like this. If you're doing this for the very first time, if not, then it will automatically sign you in. So I'll just click on continue. Okay, not signed in, I don't know why. I'll just click on login again. Yeah, this is the profile which I want. Not signed in, API exception. Could be related to SHA-1. Let's just click on view player, whether I'm able to view the player. I'm not able to view the player as well. So it definitely might be related to SHA-1. So let me quickly check the issue and come back to you. Okay guys, so this is the error which the project is throwing me. If you want to check this, make sure you just use Android Studio. If you go to Logcat, and here you need to enter your package name of Godot project. Okay, not of here by default you see project package :mine. Just remove that and just add your Godot Android project package name, and here you will see something like this. Okay, so what I have done is that I feel like the SHA-1 is definitely wrong, so I have just updated the SHA-1. So let's see, I'm not still sure if this will work or not, because I have just go to Google Play console, and you just have to go to Android client, click on this edit button, and just update your SHA-1. Hopefully that resolves the issue. If not, I'm not really sure, because same stuff I have done with my native Android project as well, and things work fine. But the advantage of native Android project is I can immediately generate the SHA-1 with the help of Android Studio itself. But with Godot game engine, the problem is I can't, because I think there is some issue, I feel like. So I have signed in. Here you can see, hopefully you are able to see it. So the problem was definitely with related to SHA-1. So I didn't even press the login button, because we have written the code on Godot setup completed for login as well, right? So now if I click on view player, again I'm inside this portrait mode. That's why this is really bad. In landscape mode you should maybe do portrait mode. So here you can see, now for this particular profile I don't have anything. I don't play games using Google Play Game Services. There is nothing. So hopefully, but here you can see this is the player which I was talking about, floral landmark. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.